is bright and early. It's 4:55 in the morning, and I woke up this morning to the market being sideways, but we actually made a new leg down and kind of creating some new lows in the Globex session. And what I noticed was when we came down and we pushed down, we actually came below this high and below this little area. So I was looking at price rolling over, and we caught a bid up, and it happens to be right at a 38.2% retracement, which is pretty standard when we're down this low on the RSI on that move. So just took a pretty small position here, just 11 contracts on the MNQ. This is the drop base leg out, and then follow through candles that create new lows. And yeah, so right now guys, we're up about 300 bucks on the trade. You can trade any time of day. It's one of the things I love about trading futures is that, it's 4:55 in the morning and you can be in the trade. So that's really the zone. I really would have liked to see a little bit of a push down, but I'm expecting price to kind of remain a little bit range bound the day before a Fed speak. Typically that's what happens, is you don't see really big moves. So anyways, you might get a push back down into this area, and I'll go ahead and we can use fib extensions, or we can go look at that's just simple supply and demand. So this is going to be our first target, about 11,941, right about here. So let me get that drawing tool out. 11,941, which lines up right about this high, so it's perfect. And once we get halfway to that target, which is about down here, we can move our stop to break even to reduce some of the risk, because it is a Globex trading session. And then down here, let's see, go back out to a 30-minute. For a 5-minute, usually you use the 30-minute as a guide for the second targets. And because I don't believe we're going to have major moves, I'm going to scale out of this position, taking some off here and then some off here as well if price does move down in a big way. So that's basically how I do it, guys. I'm just setting up the morning, setting up the trading day, just trying to find these levels. And this actually came up on a 5-minute bear scan of the 8.89. So that's how I found it. Because if price does come down, maybe comes back up and retest, this would be the first cross, or the first test of that 89. So guys, with that, just wanted to share that kind of trading strategy with you guys bright and early this morning, kind of how you set up levels, how you can look at things, and noticing a new leg down and just trying to participate in that momentum. So as we came back into the level, you can see we weren't even above 40, let alone 60 on the RSI, so price is pretty weak right now. So we're just going to try and ride that. Let's see, we're up $731 on the trade, and we just hit our halfway point, so I'm going to move that to break even, and hopefully the price comes down and hits our targets. So just an update on that. At least we're in a free trade. Just hit our first target here, and you can see we're up about 400 bucks on this trade. So we've got 6 contracts remaining. We took 5 off at the first contract, and so we're just going to let this come down. Wouldn't be surprised to see a pullback up to these lows, maybe around 11,975, something like that, before continuation pattern down. But yeah, we're just going to let this trade run out, and when we come down to our second target, we'll implement a trailing stop strategy to lock in a maximum profit on the remaining 3. 30-minute chart, you can see this last candle is an indecision candle. Now we were able to create a new low on that, but we closed very close to the open. And so the prudent thing to do here is to slide your stop down to capture profit. We've already come back up and tested that low. So if price is going to reach our level, it's very unlikely that it's going to come back up above this area. So we are continuing to make new lows, but we're just being smart traders and trailing our stops and capturing profits. Again, it's this indecision candle that caused me to do that. So we'll have to wait and see what happens here, but hopefully we continue down to 11,900 and hit our second target. Just got alerted that we got stopped out and made roughly $700.50 on the trade. But I want to show you again why we did what we did. So this is just reading price, and as price moves down, we have this indecision candle, which I explained in the last video. And then we did create a new low on this candle. However, you can see that there's the indecision candle, there's the reversal hammer candle, and there goes price, creating a new high on that, and then creating a new high and breaching this area, which stopped us out. Now on a 5-minute area, it looks just like it's going to go sideways. There's a 5-minute level up here, but guys, this is just reading price, trying to maximize the profits that you're making on a trade. So I'm happy with the overall trade. Looks like it's Ewing up right now, and like I said, because the Fed's out speaking tomorrow, probably going to run into some sideways price action today. So to be able to just take a little what is that, an hour and a half trade, let that thing work out is what this is about, just reading price, guys. So hopefully you enjoyed this teachable moment on a short little trade, and I'll catch you guys next time.